Hey guys, what's up everybody? It's your boy J.R. Reviews back in with another video. Here, another stream video. Here we're streaming Toyota Electrical, as you can see. Just gonna warn you guys if you don't have like mental issues, don't. I should lower the volume so I don't get copyrighted. Here. Okay. I'm going to be sharing this to Insta. As I said, I'm joined by my Monica bodypillow. Isn't that right, Mom? Yes. Well, I can't be Monica. I'm not. I can't do her voice. I wish I could though. It'd be awesome. And yeah, I'm adding. I'm basically just adding people to the streams. Getting the word out there real quick. And then we'll just go to Facebook real quick, and then we'll play the game, guys. Um, okay. There we go. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha ha. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you're saying like that, like you were thinking about ignoring me. You're as cute as fuck, but not my girl, sorry. That's mean Joshua. Well, I've had that same girl say to me once before, funny enough. But the same way. That's mean Joshua. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Shit, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have to be mean. Have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, becoming increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commutes. By the way, Joshua, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Oh. I haven't been looking either way. If I was not sighing, guys, I was stretching. Sorry about that. I was verbalized as stretching. I haven't been looking either. What's the word? I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like sounds like me as doing this. I would do this to friends and people when I was in high school. Sorry, likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on the games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. If you can't tell, Monica is seething with rage. No, I'm just kidding. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. My God, like what's wrong? Like being a NEET, like the anime, manga world, whatever. It's like the worst thing someone could be from the step of pervert. Like I think it's like NEET, pervert, villain, and then like villain like it's the lowest. Like bro, what is it? Like what's wrong with being a person who just does not like to go outside all the time? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why don't I have myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School's day is ordinary as ever, and it's over but before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall. By the way, this so is me. Like, low-key, as a person in high school, guys, this was so me. Like, I would not, like, I was a good student, don't get me wrong. I maintained, I think, an A to B average. I had a few C's, but not much. But I maintained a pretty good average. I was pretty good. I actually graduated, I think, in the 25th, 30th in my class, something like that. Not bit like highly, like very like low, but not very high either. You know what I mean? I was like right good in the middle. Like it's so impressive. Don't get me wrong. But after and basically that was just so me. Like during class, after I was done all my work, I just stare into space and read. Mainly manga, funny enough. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with my anime club. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Wow, thanks a lot, sir. You know what? No more. I'm not giving you any more cookies for lunch now. No, you cannot give any more cookies for lunch. No. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought what kind of encouragement do I need? Well, unless you're trying to open that chest up, Sayori. Fucking kidding. I'm fucking kidding. You know what? Well, that you couldn't come to my club, Sayori. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to your club. This one's just like this. I wasn't in clubs in high school, surprisingly, but like, so this would be so me. Like, I would say to people, like, they ask me to do something. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing that, buddy. I went to parties a lot and stuff, but I wasn't also in clubs. That was weird. I was a nerd, but I was also popular. So, Mimi, Sayori is the one who's in the literature club. Not that I was aware of that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told you the club yesterday. I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. I would so be mad. I think it's how I got into one of my actual clubs. Like one of my friends, like basically said they were bringing me in when I wasn't even told that they wanted me to bring about it at all. He just lied to his club basically. Don't make me promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I got her alongside. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh shit! I would sell my soul for a cupcake too. Actually, no, it's sold for much more than a cupcake, but maybe like I don't know, $200 million plus I don't know all the anime I can ever watch and shit. Also, a waifu that comes to real. I mean, awesome you can make that happen. I dejected follow Sayori across the school and upstairs in a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the door of the classroom. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you I don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori is always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. Sorry, that's probably gonna be my voice for Natsuki because I can't do girl voices. I'm trying my best, okay? I'm trying my best here, folks. What's up? Unified. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Joshua, what a nice surprise. And there's my waifu, Monica. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. Actually, so funny fact that if you didn't see I didn't start the stream at that point, but it says that all the characters are actually 18. So that's interesting to know. But since I'm 24, does that mean I got to hold back so many fucking years? That's sad and scary. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears compatibly more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori or Natsuki. Oh well, it's nice to meet you both. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Joshua. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We should. We have a son together. You guys must think I'm such a loser, but no, I'm being serious. I made it canon in the Horror Burrito podcast that Monica is the father, or not the father, fuck, the mother of Josh Wystock. If you ever watch our burrito podcast and stuff, well, we really talked. We really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Yeah, basically. So having her smile at me so generally feels a little. You too, Monica. Come and sit down, Josh. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As you already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is space next to Monica. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, and I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the floor of the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated with little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! Or kawaii. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. And, well, just hurry and take one. Sori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sarah talks with her mouth full and has always managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best thing on the bite out. Well, the way you talk about it in this, whoever you name your character as, obviously, not your Sayori during the game, it's like you're already dating her. And Suki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this. I sort of did somewhere before. Oh my god, you recognize this as tsundere shit. Made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. Now, baka. You baka. Alright. Jeez. I give up on Mizuki's word logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Funny enough, for me, it's actually soda. Don't let yourself get intimidated. They're just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri apparently smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow that then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica. I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, it's funny enough because this is the same situation scenario that I had when I was was inducted in my first club in high school, which was I think sophomore year, my freshman year, it was middle of freshman year. And some girl asked me the same question actually. And I basically was like, just that would be cool. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home. Okay? As part of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any major club, for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand up all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Yo, it's so true though. Like in high school, it's like what it's like. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. What we got? If it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could just put it away. You could put it that away. Huh? You could put it that way. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm working on like after work shit, my brain. So that's why. My God. Not many people are, you must think I'm foreign or some shit now. Not many people are very interested in putting out all that effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. I'm not trying to be like a sexy suave person for Monica. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Yeah, I was more like a mean girl bitch. But it makes school events like the festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we all can grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. But we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone's enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted to be an idea of the new member. Why they were all so delighted at the idea of a new member joining. I still don't really know if I came up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. What kinds of things do you like to read? Well, funny enough, is because I'm actually more than my character is in this series. I actually read more than I would read science fiction, horror, manga, comedy stuff. Yeah, basically that's about it. Oh, and adventure and fantasy. Manga, I'm not required to myself half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Fun fact, but when I first played this game, Yuri was my favorite girl. Being completely honest, Yuri was my favorite girl. Yuri was my wife until I played the game for the second time. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri chooses a rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that fill deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is uniquely impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed to be so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in for a loop? Bruh, I'm sorry. I'm just I can see Yuri being really wanting to read you put a girl on phone in front of Yuri, she would eat that shit up. Throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror books at once. I read a horror book once. It just regrets me. I can relate to on the minimum level. And this where Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't expect that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world around the world, even if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I'll just over to me to rest for a second. Well, never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Nagasaki? What? What gives you that idea? You left pieces of the scrap paper behind the last meeting? It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Again, I suck at this. I can't do girls' voices. Don't say it out loud. And give her that back. Fine. Huh? Oh, fuck, I fast to do it for the rest. Everything you do is just as good as you are. Sayori sidles up behind next to you and put your hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Look what all that you're not. Asking you to write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Mitsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't. You wouldn't like them. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not very confident with writer yet. I also haven't asked you the news. Sharing the love that level of writing takes more time than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Yo, Yuri's coming out here like with the fucking like scholarly stuff, and it's true. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Huh? Let's get Yuri quizzically look at Monica. Let's all go home, write a poem of our own, and then next time we meet and we'll share it with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all to get a little more comfortable with each other and straighten the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Joshua? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've only come forth with that what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I would still have other clubs and to look at, and I lose my train of thought as all four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Bro, I would be like, nah, you know this is my club. I'm like, but I'm sorry. I thought, Joshua, you all. I'm defensive against these girls. All men are. It's fine. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That's it. That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the Lurch Club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Tori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I will be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the Lurch Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. And remember, today's assignment. Look, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself, Joshua. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star with Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Funny enough, I'm actually not a mediocre writer. I already feel the anxiety well up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue the chit-chat as Yuri and I clean up their food. Hey, Joshua, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sierra and I never walk home together because she's always stayed after the school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and I'm taking our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Well, will I really be happy spending every day after school in the Lurch Club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close to one of these girls. All right, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing my poem tonight. More productivity, vitality, smile, email, vitality. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go with Yuri because I like Yuri a little more. Fear. Wait, she's fear, bro. Vibrant misery. Bro, what? Oh yeah, she's depressed. My God. Sugar, sing, vivid, contamination. There we go. Tragedy. Bro. Skirt, destiny, war. Wait, there we go. Destiny. That's happiness, universe, lucky, sunny, soft skin, breathe, echo, ambient. Yes. Melancholy. Sensation, candy, aura, kitty, lazy, broken, disaster, melody. Oh, fucking melody. My bad. Oh, shit. Fireflies, jumpy, cute, despise, bunny, disown. Yeah. Vertigo, anxiety, heaven sent, flower, milk, fluffy, rainbow. Oh, fuck. Party, loud, portrait, book, flying, sparkle, sweet, waterfall, agonizing, crimson. Crimson. Games. Fester, whisper, death. Death, horror. Incubable, papa. Hopeless, color, adventure. What really, bro? Twirl, climax, anime. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Peace, analyze, frightening. And strawberry disoriented. Summer, captive, chocolate, nightgown, romance, electricity, socks. Yes, Yuri. Hi again, Joshua. Glad to see that you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club, and I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping up your promise, Joshua. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into the literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join this club anyways this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! So we defeated. Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Joshua always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Joshua can become good friends too. Sayori, As usual, Sayori seems to be a little bit similar situation that she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori, and me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it was a big deal, but when it's really not. Ooh, huh? What did I do? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means that it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read. It should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl actually being so cute? Like, that's the problem with Yuri. Yuri is the cutest girl in the series. Besides, Manga's the hottest, Yuri's the cutest. Natsuki's just annoying, and Sayori is just Sayori. How is this girl actually being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. And did you take the book? Phew. Well, you could read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Everyone said I expected Manga to kick off the scheduled activities for the club, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Manga are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I picture comes of her cover of her book. It looks like someone look at you to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap! I think she knows when I was looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. Girls who are shy are the cutest girls ever. I'm not even gonna lie. Girls who are shy are treasures, and you must protect them. I admired this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread it, some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I just happened to buy two of them. I see. It's something very obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. All right, I just wanted to make sure I don't actually give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. But what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri makes it sound like it's going to be a nice story. That dark, so dark that turn came from nowhere out. Yuri generally giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of something? That sort of thing, Joshua? No, it's not that. I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe it. And suddenly, when you thought you were related to the protagonist, they made it out to be a naive one, or for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Seriously, don't apologize. The more I can stare at your boobs. I'm so bad. The more I get to stare at your boobs, it's something. Hey, don't apologize. I have a lot of it lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Like when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. And the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had to put in my bag. All right, it's fine. If I sit here, right? I sit into the seat next to Yuri's. Uh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little too apprehensive. That's. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I'll open the book and start the prologue. So I understand what Yuri means by reading in a company. It's 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 as if it's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, but maybe a little distracting. But the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slam my fist until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. You timidly closes her own copy. Once we each learn and then lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here he takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page, Yuri. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddled like even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading it, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We'll continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter for her side. As she catches under her thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also has second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they are kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Your mind remains silent for a moment, but Joshua, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, that's so embarrassing to think that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Yuri, I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have to have enough time if we're way too long. Yuri says, spare for finishing our thoughts. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not It's fine. There is her hand from the book, causing it. It's a close the top of my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Hmm? In that case, I read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first few chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to doing something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sarah and Micah pull out the poems. Sarah is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from the spiral notebook. On the other hand, Micah wrote hers in the composition book. You can already see Micah's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Bro, they would never be able to read my poem. Bro, Micah be looking at me like, bro, are you meant to Are you like do you need to see a do you need to see a doctor or something? My handwriting fucking sucks, bro. I'm not even lying here. It just garbo. It's straight garbage. Sorry about that, guys. I can already see Michael's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply, as well reaching into their bags. Fuck, my god, my voice. I do the same myself. Who should I share my poem with first? You know, Monica's my wife, so we're gonna go with Monica. I'm putting in the effort, so I'm gonna go with Monica first. Hi, Joshua. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club or like good activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right. I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Joshua. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we want to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand mine for my poem. Great job, Joshua. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something deep. So deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's really easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive through their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, but letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it, Matt. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn to try new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I'm comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'm always here to help. Always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Aha. Anyway, don't you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty common for someone who claims that they're not very good. Well, that's because to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's just read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that sparkled protrudes? A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Bro, it basically it's about us from the outside. Like, so what do you think? It's very free form. That's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask about for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it, but I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about it. Deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on struggling. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated at a specific point. Try so hard to make it perfect, and you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I read my poem to next? We're going to go to Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighted. Exceptional. Oh, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Your very first covers her mouth. Then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Bro, this would so made me like, I'm horrible on poetry. What are you talking about? Well, that's a huge comment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? It stares at me blankly. Looks at my poem again. Yeah, it's literally like, it was almost the first time you're like that level. We're like, bro, like, huh? Huh? You have to look at the poem again? You're like, bro, this is not possible. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails up, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if bringing it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are certain writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is the new writers that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. And the end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weak. And once she refines her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a single poem, not just finding them, might be building a. One second, guys. Yes. I will. No. I'm finishing up something real quick. Fine. Fuck, I only got so far in the first chapter. It might take you some time, but it all comes with the practice of learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you the valuable feedback. So you can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or not to me. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which is itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my... Okay, I'm horrible at cursive, so this seems really hard. Of my illuminant beneath the amber glow bathing. Okay. Bathing. It must be this one. The lost... meaning starlight. To have it withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening of blue-green, by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Bruh, you have a better handwriting than me. What? But it took you a long time to read. Yeah. Even though it's short, I was very descriptive, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I mean, I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more wild. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Who? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Joshua. Really? I also told him his point. Well, I suppose you did only glance it over, after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts on feelings and experiences through their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a perfect picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Linger, being in her last remaining place of comfortable and unable to let go of the past, and soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Joshua. Huh? Me too. I'm not going to say yours, but I can't stand up to you sometimes. This is a good poem, Joshua. Are you sure it's fun? It's your first time? Of course, it's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressive. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. I think due to the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Joshua. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, Trying new things like this is for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah, I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. All right, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay, now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, sure, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow, see, I love how your Sayori's is a lot easier to read and so is Monica's. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of my bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I am not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast, bro. Really? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning? No. It still gets me. Her poem still gets me just a little bit. You can't answer this a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? The last line does not come out nice. Don't even lie. It sounds just like. Really? Yeah, especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's time to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. It was so much fun. Manga's the best. Oh, yeah. The next time I won't forget. I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. And we saved the not so nice for last actually. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not that I said it was bad. It just didn't even invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, critters can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Bro, I'm sorry. If I was in this game for real, I would be like, are you a 5-year-old up to me or is it just me? Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But that isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line. So you did. I guess more went in. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I tried to humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone's. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's not what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Margaret are happily chattering. My eyes land on Yuri and Master P. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper and sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Sui's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's this? What's this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Sui dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Okay, Dad, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I've heard of actually Maldev daydreaming, but that's it for this video, guys. I'm sorry I had to go right now. I'm actually going out to a family dinner. I'm going to be streaming again more of this tomorrow, so if any one of you are not busy tomorrow, I'm probably going to be just come back over. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And yes, I've heard of maladaptive daydreaming. I've done it before as well, actually. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.